I keep thinking about that lady that called into Kevin Samuel's show. Oh my gosh, this has to be so embarrassing. Especially because she pretty much begged him to have the conversation. Because I went back and watched the video of the whole call. It was like 20 something minutes long. And I mean, she was given the opportunity to have the conversation in private and she still chose to do it publicly. I was like, man, I'm feeling less and less empathy here. Even though I do feel like there's just a certain way that people should be communicating with each other, ideally. But it's social media. We all participate in the fuckery on some level, but I'm just like, dang. Imagine being a business owner, showing your face on camera, that being the conversation, and the video is still going viral. This was like a couple days ago, maybe a week ago. People are still talking about that conversation, and this girl is being dragged all over social media. And I'm like, dang, what is this doing for her business? I mean, what is it doing for her brand? What is it doing for her having to walk around her town or her city when all the men in that city now know that she views them as being beneath her? You know, any safety issues? I don't know. Her child's father. How are those conversations going? She's got a teenage son. Thank God the schools are closed. This would be horribly embarrassing if that child were in school. Because when you're 13, what are you, 8th, ninth grade? That would be so embarrassing if he was going to school like in person every day. What if they live in one of those places that have opened the schools up? Can you imagine that being your mama going viral? Everybody is dragging her, talking about her, and you got to go to school every day. I'm telling you, a lot of us as black women have to like really think things through before we do it. Because at the end of the day, how does that help your business and your brand that's taking care of you and your son? For your face to be plastered all over social media. And what is it doing to your self-esteem, which obviously was pretty low to begin with? Let me tell y'all something. This is just something that we have to be prepared for as black women. You're going to start to see some of these people in the black manosphere go mainstream. Child, and y'all are going to have some hurt feelings. Some hurt feelings when it's a bunch of viral videos basically telling you what black women have been trying to tell y'all for years. Like, this is what they think of you. This is how they view you. This is the predicament you put yourself in when you make certain life decisions. This girl only has one kid. Imagine how they treat the women that have more children. You know, because to me, it's not unusual for someone in their 30s or 40s to have children, right? But the dating culture is, listen, those of you who say you want certain types of men, they're not trying to put up with your situation. And now you're going to see it plastered all over social media. And Lord help y'all in your sensitive little feelings if they start getting TV exposure on large radio shows. What's going to happen the day that somebody like the Breakfast Club interviews one of those guys? Within the next year, you're going to start to see some of the men in the manosphere get mainstream opportunities, and you're just going to have to sit back and get your feelings hurt. And we'll be sitting over here looking at y'all saying, I told you so. While y'all were busy running people off of social media who were actually trying to have these conversations years ago. While you were busy saying that we were triggered by black men because we were saying you shouldn't assume that you have a familiarity with every black man that you come across. While you were doing all of that, guess what? Those men that you love so much were building and strategizing and growing their platforms. Okay? And now a lot of their platforms are growing at a much faster pace than even some of the most popular black women who are social media influencers. Okay? What you gonna do when you wake up one day and some of these guys are approaching 1 million subs? Give it a year. Look at what's taking place. Give it a year. Then maybe we can revisit conversations like the normalization and mainstreaming of black women hate. We can talk about the kind of dating environment and dating culture we're passing on to younger black women. Because see, since these conversations are so public, everybody is tuning into them. What do you think it's going to mean when you're dating, no matter what race of men you date, but when you're dating and all men feel they can talk to you this way because of what so many black women support on social media? And then you have the very concerning public showings of race play on TikTok. And white guys having to go on TikTok and beg black women to stop asking to be called the N-word. Y'all are doing some embarrassing ass shit out here. Whether it's calling into these shows, doing that shit on TikTok. I mean, I am telling you, it's not all black women on social media. Of course not. But some of you attached to my image are some embarrassing motherfuckers. And we're going to, unfortunately, all have to deal with the consequences of your foolishness. The consequences of you supporting toxicity. Okay? Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all staying safe. We're still in the COVID-19 pandemic. How do y'all feel about the vaccine? I might do a blog post or something about that. Are you all planning to take the vaccine? Apparently they're saying that a black woman created it. And Dr. Fauci did this weird announcement where he's like, to my African American brothers and sisters, I just want to let you know that a black woman created the COVID-19 vaccine. And I'm like, okay, what? Pandering, because that tends to work with a lot of black women, unfortunately. But anyway, let me know what y'all think. I don't mind taking it once I've seen other people take it and not deal with any crazy side effects. But what do you think? Do you think that people's fears of the vaccine are irrational? I don't know if you've seen what's happening with Letitia Wright from Black Panther, but they had ran her off of social media for simply questioning whether or not the vaccine is safe. Including her co-star, Don Cheadle. He weighed in on it and said she was crazy and so on and so forth, which is unfortunate. I just think people have to understand that she's from a different culture. I believe she's from Guyana in South America. So I don't know if cancel culture is as big of a thing there as it has become in the U.S. I don't know if, the conversation in her home country would be viewed as abnormal as it is here. But what do you think about the vaccine and the weird, cringy way people are starting to act if you ask questions about it? Let me know in the comment section. I will talk to you all very soon, probably in the next couple of days or so. All right, y'all be well, stay safe, and just watch what happens in the next year. All right.